Yes, President Julius Maada Bio has failed tremendously since he became president way back in April 4, 2018. The reason I've said this, himself on Friday, he went and had a retreat. And he openly admitted that the people are impatient and they want deliverables. They want to see tangible things. And I know he's a listening president, opposition, because as a president, I don't know. But honestly, President Maada Bio then listens. I remember when we had a discussion, he followed through the media, he followed through events, what's going on. But maybe because he's a president now, he listens to bad advices, but he's completely failed.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kenima and from Kailan to Potloko. The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering. But what type of change do we want for this great nation? What type of change do we want for the children's future?
But Julius Maada Bio came, and things are horrible right now. You know, the bread and butter issue, and it's the key. It's a fundamental right, Samuel, for every Sierra Leonean not to worry about what to eat, not to worry about what to feed his kids or her kids. You see, the thing I'm sick and tired of, and every Sierra Leonean is sick and tired of, is the excuses. You see, this government will be in the media and always talking about, oh, we've inherited bad economy. Nobody asked President Julius Maada Bio to run for president. Nobody begged him. He came and said, I'll fix the problems.
If you want efficient political and economic management of the state and its natural resources for the benefit of all Sierra Leoneans, vote Julius Maada Bio and the FCPP.
The problem is going to the roof. And one thing, Samuel, Julius Maada Bio, since 1996, he was unemployed, like over 80% of Sierra Leoneans right now. He was unemployed for 22 years.
And I said to myself, I'm going to change Sierra Leone. I started first with the business, and I ended up just employing 1,000 people. I said, this is not enough. This is not what I want to do. I have earned my degrees in one of the best countries in the world. I have to change Sierra Leone. The audacity that I wanted to do, I could not do as a businessman. So I decided again to try politics.
As president, your personal agenda is the people. You cannot, absolutely cannot, use propaganda to lie about the economy.
You can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
The basic is the bread and butter, and this is what the platform that this government campaign on. I remember when we were in position, Gigi Safar then, I called him Mr. Bread and Butter. He loved to talk about bread and butter. Now he's the finance minister. What is he doing?
It's fine. Until the last Sierra Leonean go to bed, not go to bed hungry. I mean, it's going to be difficult. We start to get easy situation, even after my time. Even 3-4 finance ministers coming after me, they don't meet up the bread and butter. She's going to be with us for some time to come. Poverty has been with us for some time. Poverty is still here. Poverty will continue. So we determine as a government, as I be say, to reduce the poverty.
So you don't agree now say the realities and different from waiting person they see.
Of course, I'm always conscious of that. And I never said they can't eliminate poverty. I said they reduce poverty.
All right. So misinterpretation, I just note and down bread and butter will be the they talk campaign them. What do you be mean when you say bread and butter? Because from what you don't tell me this morning that when you increase teacher salary, give more work to people, then a bread and butter you don't put for them. But from the ordinary man, your definition of bread and butter are different. So in that you campaign, what do you be mean by bread and butter? We make like you give more work to people. The citizens not think say bread and butter they not anything.
The livelihood, when man not get something for it, you not get bread and butter. No matter how much of economics they understand. No, they are really it's pathetic. It's understandable. But when the day it happen for that man today, be able to get small tea where they eat. That is not the happiest man, the bread and butter don't they? But what we are really as a government you care about, you want people to get predictable source of livelihood. You want people to determine, your next meal should not be by chance. You don't even know when next you get me.
Yes, President Julius Maada Bio has failed tremendously since he became president way back in April 4.
We are don't come back today for can't talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yards alone. Now we old. Whoa, then we left for do them bad things them. We they feelamos alone. Now we old. Whoa, we are down. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We don't mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. And if we hurt you, we sorry. You forgive we. We don't mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. Fambule Munakushe and Kabo inside this one big family house. Well, as usual, any day I tell una say out, they go. Now so we they bring them to una. The same information they're waiting they keep. Well, some of them you go hear about them, but you know they will understand. What's the information and they stand for. We get some videos them sometimes so they bring to you. You go say this video I be don't watch them. This video, I don't listen to them. But the problem, you know, will benefit inside this video because you're not even able to know and understand what the video stand for. That's make weird. They bring you some videos them when we don't at the archive because we have archives, no information, no the expiry. And today, we get plenty things inside the basket where we they bring for una. You go surprise, but you not go surprise because na topic we use yourself get high interest on. Price control. The one now we countries are on. Things just go from back to us now because of no price control. Price control. The one now we countries are on. Things just go from back to us now because of no price control. Of course, we legend the winner jungle leaders and I'll be doing this song for we. What I always tell you is some music. Now, if country, now prophecy.
Yes, President Julius Maada Bio has failed tremendously since he became president.
You get them? This, now some of the music they already count inside my salon as prophecy. Well, today.
Well, this way talk now, I do say.
Well, in our prophecies.
Well, now they live in prophet, and the government see and say no, it only for exist.
Then choke him.
Yes.
Then choke him.
Because interestingly, this is what they are so.
Yes, President Julius Maada Bio has failed tremendously since he became president way back in April 4, 2018. The reason I've said this, himself on Friday, he went on our retreat. And he openly admitted that the people are impatient and they want.
So,
well, this now some of the people them with this government say if they not pull them out of the pond.
I think they're not pull them a day.
Yes.
Just that
they go keep
Bill tell me one word say anybody we in see as odun.
They keep an corner.
Because of that one day, we family members them. Today, inside the program, we get a very big topic for come discourse. Well, this topic is big, and so many things them surround this topic. What to make IMF and World Bank, they refuse for approve loan na salon or for salon. This and plenty things them they inside the basket for you today. For make we can discuss. As I say, now a very big and large topic for today's discussion. Stay tuned. Me now by Bure Kablai from the north.
And me now say Pierre the freedom fighter from the east and the south. Interestingly, we don't begin a review and we will continue with this review. We'll say review. It means that we will go inside the Kublai. And then when they watch Usai and Usai, then we don't tie Oja, or Usai then we don't tie the belt tight one and see what happen. So the question now where we ask again, what to make under the last government, things them no skyrocket as fast as during this government in regime. Whose role? Where then foreign funders there soon. Whose role? Where then we people here where they say now then they for giving loan or for giving free money. Whose role where they play inside we economy? Now then things there so we can watch. And as well they look at how we young caretaker them where we they put say for lead we can be content and serve the people, not the international community.
Well, as we say, we had they bring you some of the issues there just for refresh your brain. In other words, for make you reflect your mind back on then things there where we say they don't happen. Well, for we, nothing, no information, no they ever be old information for we in this house. Because the same information where you think say it don't old, if we play them, we look what's there inside it, we try for scatter them, you they really know say something be there inside this information where you not be understand at the time where you don't watch or listen them. We move.
So we challenge till they go on.
3-in-1 birthday. Well, we say the biggest birthday inside this one big family house. Where to make them big? My brother we sit down near me. December. Now the day where God and big people them receive them na the world.
December
As I say, my brother in birthday na December. And this same family house where me and you they keep time, what we call weird, it clock 3 good years where you be done the ragbala, you don't the rub body na this house. As you want move from there, you turn January then at the corner. Well, I by bread in your birthday, come inside. But what we do for make it simple for you, we draw January, we can blend them to December. We make them 3-in-1 birthday. And your tax, what we give you, is very common and simple. When I one off the present way you for present way. And this present, now me and you they enjoy them back. How? From now to that time day, we want for clock 100,000 K. Well, if we reach to that peak day, you self go be proud for see we had reach to that kind of level where you self they sit down tomorrow you both say yes. This family house, now we build them where it show. This family house, now we move them to this level. So what you get for do? Continue for share. Call your party, call your family member, call whosoever already around you. Tell them what this family house they talk about for make yourself come inside. You don't come inside, don't they inside already. Just try for encourage other people them so they say they can get the benefit to me and you they get. Now yeah, do ya? We appreciate the law because the time when we launch this challenge, we see the love how it happen. We see where they come, the breeze. If you them put AC on top of aid, the kind of how they enjoy the love. Look at the number right now. Now, as we talk, we get 50. Let me see. We get 58,324 family members. Them, a very very huge for we. A very 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 nice for we and you. So continue for share the program. continue for the way they do for promote this platform where they bring more family members them, so we all benefit. Now we go inside the basket.
We start with this. Price control, how things they go up in the market. I will start with Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela. And this one, not to just no do it don't do it long ago, but it resonates. It just still they go with the same feeling. Because it's like say situation or the change. In fact, situation the only change when they change it gets worse. So let me watch this video and come back just now.
To make the economy grow even faster, people then get jobs, or at least the price hikes they're not so high. And of course, over there since the government don't come, we don't see petrol price don't go up several times. And that one, they of course impact the price of everything. The last one we didn't do now about 30% price increase on day since we didn't come with the petroleum products. So times are hard. Now that I will tell you, we they go offline now with constituency there with the CM. Who they go something and then they attire base where they really grumble. But apart from that, statistics matter, and that's what I don't do. If you look, some of them rest from 235,000 to 360,000 for bag. If you look pint oil, cooking oil, from 3,500 to 6,000. If you look rest per cup, from 1,200 to 2,000. The one way hit me heavy, then there's a way I asked somebody, say the cup pepper from 700 to 4,000. So when you look at why I choose them commodity, then I don't think and they man they go every day, go buy in the market can cook. So man they cooking 1 cup rice plus all this night, the whole family, 5-6 people, they eat. So when them price here begin jump, so it means that the poverty hard. And yes, they don't raise salaries of people, but you know they keep pace with the price inflation of them basic essential commodities here. So times are hard.
But this expectation not alone, now we get for change. Nobody not the change economy overnight. As a nation, I want to make you understand one thing, that there is no quick fix to national issues or problems. If we want to bring happiness, it's not going to be in 2 years or 3 years. With COVID, we don't take already 1 year. We know the meet, we know the, as we talk, we go for cover, we know the whole world come to a standstill. But what we don't do is, now forgive hope, say, what we say we go do, we don't start for do a lot of them things there under very difficult circumstances at the time, at this particular point in time.
Well, of course, you don't hear waiting caretaker you come and tell you. We start with Kande Kole Yunkela, Usai he come and tell you the things them way the poor masses they facing right now inside Mama Saloon. Well, I think say every day na the right track. What's make I use that word day? Caretaker bio na him come and give me big English them. Caretaker bio na him come and give me babala promise them. Caretaker bio na him come and give me confidence say una put me and not the solution and I dey solve this problem one and for all. Now, can the young girl I don't tell you what he even make he as a politician even scared. A cup of rice, a pint of palm oil, even that pepper, that cassava, everything just is skyrocket. But caretaker bio don't come and tell you say it's not easy for fix a county just like that. And it's not easy for make things them just happen overnight.
I think if you say it's not easy for fix the country in understatement, it basically come and tell we say the expectation of people them now not able to understand. You know, this now I can always talk. When you not say you're not able to meet the expectation of people, not give them that word where for make they expect. In other words, you don't can't tell people them the most important way people concerned about job. Before you can I promise me 2 million job, Papa God. 2 million job not able reach it. You not able get it sabi. I just see one post where somebody they talk say from where caretaker bill don't come. It don't work out like 400 and something 10. Where the fly. Now the one get 10 this way in company. In fact, I joint a leader self we can work out and directly say na bilateral relationship. We can say bilateral caretaker. All the other one them, you see that they invite in the camp program, they talk they go. Like, in the one they say we don't see, Nana Kufuado, that's the color.
Yes,
Ghanaian. And then you get this other one where come this BNT. Yes, Bissau, Guinea-Bissau. When you have something make it come. But the first way say bilateral relationship, let get somebody where they rule a country. Like this. But interestingly, I see something again where it not go fine for like forget them. This man been go na Dubai. That time when they begin that expo, that exhibition. He go talk to salon people in na Dubai say how they don't get one company from Dubai where they go inside salon now for go begin plant trees. From that time to now, bruh, now 1 year from waiting the council. Nothing we not see. Coco, Tongo, Chile.
And we be plenty talk them concerning that Dubai go the Usai Kiatika Bio and UFB the Papi show. We see the social media activists and the guys from Babala Latin there, the pa don't go meet some investors them na Dubai.
And we not talk and go talk and come. We see the investor there. But
no, we see people them.
No, they na investor them, but I don't take cancel. Well, I'll tell you something. Let's say something and they not fine for lay bypass. Just take as an investor them. You understand it?
Okay.
Because you say an investor. Now investor them. But the thing now, not to go talk to investor them. Now the thing. Now for this investor them come. You get the sabi for them come.
The flight entire boss.
Not to just the flight entire. Me brother. You not go say you the count people them. Then you not get the sabi. Not for just go sit down no more. We begin talk. You say investor come, then come. No. You get for put things in place for let this investor know say who say in the car safe. Look for example, when like this I been talk yesterday. When they damage then track to them. When they communicate. When then people there can the first thing when they put handpan. Not for begin terminate contract, take contract bad. Okay, if contract bad, una sit down, una arrange of how it for go. Not for begin get people there. You don't get people there. Take other people una go na court una begin rasul. You expect to the one them back for car. Then they listen to themselves.
So I think if you church that area there, this na in always people they talk. When you plant bad seed, you know, that bad seed they produce another bad things them.
And then they forget to.
You understand? So now Kiateka Bio when I uncle, the Prince Adin and others, they don't plant bad seed where they can damage Mama Salon, but they always sit on the field say now we know what it affect. Now they talk of how for bring investor, waiting at the sabi, an investor it gets plenty things the way it watch now a country before they go there. One, the safety of the life. And how they go put money in this country where they feel they get the money back or they make their profit. Now make we talk of the safety of the life. Here comes the talk them where this government feel say then they use.
You know, I like one thing you talk so. Caretaker been tell we say anything you want you for invest in them.
Of course.
And interestingly, they invest now in Togri.
Of course.
So this Togri now they bear food.
Yeah.
And the food where they bear na bad food.
Of course. So this is not the problem. If Caretaker don't can sit down, me fambule them. When them begin this soldier team, the Palm Tree boys, you name them. As Prince Adin, not to me talk. Prince Adin he come in sit down, tell we say, he single-handedly, he gets 30. He gets 30 boys them what in they pay 1 million. Yeah? What is the reason of them money where in they pay 1 million just for go and damage Sierra Leoneans them?
And he even tell we say when they find job for the boys them, make them go work. Job, interestingly, when you go work na some side, it means say benefit day for you when you work, benefit day for the country because you dey pay tax. They must cut down assets and other things.
Of course.
So they say they're not the work. All waiting they want because the one who said them go work, they pay them less, and who said them just they go and damage and they pay them more.
So that's not the problem. And they forget say all of them boys here when they pay them money there, they even help them not for succeed on this investor program them way Caretaker they say they go and call people them. Say Pierre, yeah na my country. Yeah, I go meet you in a country. Say I want me can do something now. I want me can invest now. Or I want me can visit myself. You understand? Don't you look today? You go down at the internet. You see who said the chook man. You see who said the same person next wall. My brother, tell me the truth. You life. You the get man for bringing that country there?
Okay, that's not one. That's not just one. I think the other thing was very, because some businessmen they like for take risk. But the other thing was very, very important. Now when you will get a country where this government change, the other one come, it finger the business people already. That is the worst bad luck we will ever get. Because in the beginning one that now say, okay, I don't can put my investments, I don't put infrastructure there. For example, let's take for example Africa Mineral. Yeah, they don't put infrastructure, they don't make line, railway, and other things then. Then when governments change, what's happen? Then drop them. Let's just say then drop them. That investment we put now wait na shinka on a donation on a red bank they pay.
I think say nade you uncle begin for chap. Everybody be they think say government and continuity. That if you want to develop a nation, when you come, you meet, you company don't work a rich na ya. Example, when caretaker bill come, he meet and a skuma, a try at least for me to get toll gates.
I beg no go toll gates.
No, no. I just take you an example.
So we get road, I beg no go toll gates. And a bad example.
You meet that man don't reach that side. Yeah. We think say, okay, in as much as they make I make I don't make caretaker bill, you take this step, improve and forward. Who's how you meet? Yeah. But another more, we even understand say even the airport projects where emit a sign. Wait, can we say? It terminate them. Chinese people where will be they get small help from where it come newly. It come and oppose them.
Okay, so something the way we talk about this termination of this airport. Let's look at this thing. The Mama airport we be for trust money. And then what happen? We use the airport, it belongs to we, and then we pay later. Eh?
Right.
This terminal where they bill. We nothing already, not we money there, according to them. But when they don't bill and done, the company will spend the money. They get for pull their money back. So what's not the difference? The company get for pulling money back. It means say all of the money where the government for still cancel the government, the company they go to, then they pay tax on. Then look at this other one. If now we been the operating mama, now the same thing no more. We dey still gather money and then we dey still pay.
We get small profits.
We get small thing and then we pay. So now the same thing, difference not there at all. Just that they want for see say your own business there on top that your own business in it. But fine girl they go. Me Gani can say fine madoni dey. He left so how you make him madoni, let it not melt, let able for shine at people like then at the same time it not melt. But matter be your madoni we get, it dey make am fine. But it not able for protect am from the sun for let it not melt. Even the palm tree for they get maybe for cover the madoni. So you see I say finally but it melts.
How you expect the palm tree for cover the madoni where the leaf they all don't die out?
Because of the and then they put fire by the leaf. Okay, so basically we want for tell thank you to the one that will give stars na Facebook and as well plenty thank you to the one day as well where don't they give
supercharge. Super sticker.
Thank you very much with $20, Yusuf. Thank you. Okay, so dollars? Yes.
Yeah, dollars.
Okay, so we move, yeah. As we talk about ad lines, as we talk about the way how things don't there, or how things they inflate every day. The Minister of Information, they don't tell you say, oh, don't worry about food business. He say as long as free education day, now food. He say education is food. Please, let's just watch this video. Some of you don't watch it, but in case you missed that day, to AYV, let's watch it back. Long time ago.
We have been through extremely difficult times as a country, right? When we campaigned, to you remember when he spoke about introducing a free quality education, people said that was a Hollywood movie. It's never going to happen. It's not real. He did it before in the first school year, right? Of that year in 2018. What happens? 22% of the national budget is being expended on education. Government is basically paying school fees for everybody who cares to go to a public school or a government-assisted school, right? In other situations, these are monies that could have been taken from the pockets of parents, hard-hit parents, right? But government is paying that. So we believe that can be a source of bread and butter. The expenses that government does, that families have been spared of on their behalf. You get that?
Yeah.
There are subsidized school buses in the major capitals, right? They are not at normal commercial rates. That's heavily subsidized by government. Parents who should normally pay 2,000 leons for their kids to go back and forth to school can now save about 50% of that, right? So we believe that should go to addressing bread and butter issues. You talk about subsidized textbooks that are given free to pupils in core areas, mathematics, science, and English, right? So that is to every pupil who goes to a normal government school or a government-assisted school. So all of these interventions are being done. But we also realize that the economy is being difficult. You know, Sierra Leone is not in a bubble. Sierra Leone is part of a bigger global community of nations. You know, you just listened to the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, a couple of days ago, talking about increase in prices and the difficult economic challenges. You know, this is not peculiar to Sierra Leone alone. So like Kinga stated, we're part of a bigger global community.
All right. Let me bring in Dr. Bright. I mean, you have this culture, your party, you have this culture of going to the markets and get prices of basic commodities and compare that to what the ordinary or the average Sierra Leonean, I mean, earns at the end of the month and see whether or not they can, I mean, they meet that demand. Now, paint us a picture of prices in the market and how the ordinary Sierra Leonean salary is meeting that.
Let me give you just an idea of what we're talking about. Because, to be honest, I have, with all due respect to him, I have a feeling that our ministers here are totally disconnected from what is happening on the ground. We have computed what an average, a family of four, the basics that they would need to prepare food per day. In 2018, that family of four could prepare a meal for 26,000 leons.
Per day?
Yes, for the day. That works out at 780,000 leons for 30 days. Okay? But note that the minimum salary was bumped up from 500 to 600.
Right.
But for a meal per day for 1 month, they would need 700, more than the lower, the
minimum wage.
The minimum wage to prepare food for themselves. And this is just for food, not for rent, not for clothing, not for health care or anything like that. But that was in 2018, okay? Now, on the 2nd of October, we did a quick snap survey so that I'll be prepared for this program. And we found out that now they would need 56,000
per day.
For the day, yes, to prepare that. This works out at 1,680,000 for the month. The minimum wage stays at 600,000. But this family needs 1,680,000 to just to feed themselves.
At present.
At present. This means that they will feed themselves for 1 week and a half. And for the rest, there's nothing out of that salary. What we are trying to say here is that I think our friends do not recognize the gravity of the situation in which the ordinary man finds themselves. They had started complaining about this long before now. We spoke about it. You know that we were doing a market surveys just to keep them informed that things were going bad. The increases were just going up, 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 until World Food Program. The World Food Program came and reminded them and told them that people were facing serious problem of almost near starvation in this country. In fact, according to the World Food Program, around October of this month, there will be 1.8 million people who would be, 1.8 million people who would be in crisis or worst stage as far as food security is concerned. Of these people, 90,000 would be at emergency stage. That means near starvation point. Now, we're talking about the figures now. We're not talking about the ideas in the air. All this to say that what the Afrobarometer says is justified. I mean, according to what we have found here, that dissatisfaction with the country's economy and personal living conditions is reflective of citizens' increasing levels of deprivation in their everyday lives, as majorities experience shortages of food, clean water, and other basic necessities. So we have all the evidence before us, and you've just gone to the market, and you've heard the cries of the people. Now, do you remember you said it, Tolombo Nogo Sidoya, Angry Boku, we all sang and that sort of thing. And the reason why they voted a different government is to fix the problem. I don't think that it is sufficient for Sierra Leoneans to just sit back, relax and say, well, it's a global issue or it's COVID. Something has to be done. This is why people are paid. The ordinary people are paying for people to solve their problems. So I think we've come to a point where the government needs to tell the people now whether they can do it, whether they are able to solve their problems, or if they are not able to solve their problems, they should say it.
All right. Well, you don't hear waiting. The information minister come and talk, and the person I can call say one of the sensible politicians. The way, well, I can say some man not even know herself, including me, at that time where they work at the late man, and not be too shabby.
Even be minister under
Tijan Kaba. But to be honest with you, Mchembepe, I'll tell you behind the camera, say this man, I really like him. You know, it talk slowly, but it talk with point, and it talk with sense. I wish Kiateka Bio for able to put small of their sense there in your leadership.
Shimbing.
Maybe if able
is a bit old. Shimbing, Shangbang, I beg, talk on that.
No, trust me. Maybe if you be able to put small of that kind sense there no more, that's for them able help away for able succeed. At least one or two things now the country way for able make. It not forget this pressure way it gets so delicate today. The misinformation minister don't come and tell we waiting in boss can talk, because waiting he come and talk, nothing no bypass waiting in boss can talk. Because when they don't know say already they don't feel, who said they base their topic, they're all. When they say for council a panel for discuss certain issues them, who said them fixing and get rank, now education they bring we. And then capture this particular one from them boss, where it don't become used to them all mouth. Anyone pan them today you bring will bring anyone pan in our yard. Tell us what you don't do what I say the people are waiting self. How we don't for tackle this and this na the country. Now education and they can't wait. But when you listen,
something the way caretaker Bill talk this them say, you know we expect for the Chinese man they don't plant some food, and then when they come they can't tell them what's for.
No, that one a fit word.
No, not to just fit word. You know you be talk about the trend. where you see one person eng power and talk, he like he get sense or he not get sense, so they all the eng power. Now they all don't take.
Now read him.
But then they forget say, they be don't tell we in 2017 to 18 say, the people want change. The people are tired of paying for a bag of rice from 60,000
to
200,000.
And now. Now 700 in the go show.
Left.
As I talk.
My brother left.
Now 700,000. Now in the rest they go show.
Not make somebody get hypertension.
No person will get hypertension. But listen, let me tell you something, Shemepe. You listen when the two politicians they sit down at the panel they talk. You don't really know whether they talk just for talk's sake.
So difference there between politician and who that's not leader.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, soirée na politician.
Misinformation.
Yes.
Okay.
So politicians basically always they give that kind of promise. And then they lie, they not say they know the meet, they know the go near them. Like for example, Mother Bill tell me in the last time say, politicians, African politicians, they're notoriously known for not delivery on their promises.
Not at all. Not at all.
So these are politicians then. And then you get leader we concerned about the generation.
Perfect.
We concerned about the country.
Perfect.
Why is the politician just they lie and get himself to that kind of status where he not be ever don't dream for live? Or where he not be don't ever live but he don't dream that status they want for go. So this are the leader and this are the politician. Mother Bio.
A lie man.
Na politician or na leader?
Mother Bio.
Yeah.
Mother Bio. I want fix on some side.
Tin.
I want them category.
Okay, wait. Politician leader. Tin. Uda doti tin. Nobody but na Mr. Y. Oh, na me na the leader, eh? I mean represent me uncle, eh? Enti? But na Mr. Y. O. You. Leader! Mother be na leader.
Mother be a politician and a liar.
Hey God, just say politician.
You know? Now a politician and a liar. You know, this is very serious.
Just say politician, we can't take it.
A very serious. You know, one thing where I feel say, even Pekin, now we had, in no say, now he make the votes caretaker bill. When are these changes?
Where he preach.
On.
And where people be done tired of APC.
You ever see Dennis Bryce say, we don't talk now. And they make sure for bring the music where everybody be the dance. So long no they sit there angry boku. Because Mother Bio, he make sure for bring a scenario wherein he want can pull this rest usai and let's don't put them at that time from that 200,000 for bring them even lower than the 60,000 where every day.
So if even Madabio not been care the yes go to 60,000 or it not been can go self to 199,000. Madabio if he be able for make lady yes just left to 200,000 still if for better.
No, well maybe you go see am say people go talk say and under APC come you know will make changes.
No, if for better.
If I don't waiting.
But if for better. But for late 2 years, he make that knock reverse gear. I reverse gear. Almost reverse gear then. Now one.
And in automatic motorcar.
I
want. You don't put an R9 lever.
Now the thing just
and put auxiliary helper now.
Hey God. You take like Richmond for reverse.
You know, me people, some of the issues they are, we can laugh or make we ease with all stress because their presentations they are what they count to now, not to normal una where they list in the stress. One time I don't tell una say we say where they come read some of their letters there where they can talk some of them we can stress. But we don't decide for do this work. We not get no option. So we can suppress ourselves sometimes. We bring fun.
So you don't ever explain to people where it can reach them follow begin program. How we can tire. God.
Tell it just now, sir. Just now. No,
because we don't see all of them. You know one thing about Madabio? The truth now, Madabio gets bright plans them. But
you're perfectly correct.
But my brother. Madabio, any way talk today, if you listen to tomorrow, it contradicts back. Okay, well, Ingo don't tell you say, this now my bank bridge. The next day, he go tell you say no, this now
you know the only sour happy for you. You know the only sour happy for you.
Not gonna care witness to me.
But wait, only 10 back. The only sour happy for you. Madabio na your uncle, but you know behave like am.
No.
You know they talk like am.
No.
You know they lie like am.
No, na me na
and you know fake like am.
Na me dey tell what so.
No, I dey pull you na your category.
No pull me then na me family.
And you know false like am.
No pull me then na me family.
And you know get bomb promise them like am.
So family them now left this guy. So now tell na something na me family. No can't get witness to me. Because like you cost me uncle indirectly through me.
No, I just tell you.
Na so.
Who say they will join
now? Na so they can tell you with the small. Like that mama then end this. They no so you tell me. I go tell me, mama na so that they say oh, mama the feel am, eh? So now you want to me so you want tell me what for me uncle. Anyway, something there where I want for let we go into. Something there where I really want for let we go into. So what did happen? Inside Ernest Bai Koroma in term, running down to the election in 2018, in January 2018, I believe, and I stand for be corrected. So what did happen? IMF and other people, IMF, World Bank, then been decide for cuts, couple per the last government. Why? Because of certain conditionalities them as they concern. By the way, this particular video we can play so. Now from BBC focus on Africa, but the person where we see post them na Ibrahim take on Africa. Yeah. No, not to take on Africa. Now Facebook na People's Liberation Academy.
Okay.
Yes. People's Liberation Academy na so on Facebook right now. Yes, so please, some of you know, but in case you don't know, I can follow. I myself get some interesting things that we can come up with. Anyway, so let me go quick one and watch this video of when I audio but then transform them into a video for let we able for understand what in the happen. So let me go and watch this or listen to this. How World Bank and IMF been cut money per salon and why. Let me go. And then we can't take that one day all. We translate and find one into what's in the apple right now inside the country. Let me go.
Revealed that the International Monetary Fund has suspended loan payments after the government broke the conditions for their disbursement. Some of those conditions would have led to increases in prices for rice and fuel, making the government very unpopular ahead of an election which is due in March. Patrick Smith is the editor of Africa Confidential, the publication that broke the story.
Ahead of the elections in Sierra Leone in March, it seems a big row has broken out between the government and the International Monetary Fund. The IMF signed a deal with the Sierra Leone government last year for $224 million. And that was premised on a group of pretty tough economic conditions. And by the end of the year, the IMF suspended its payments to the government, saying that it wasn't fulfilling the conditions. And the suspicion is that the government simply needed the first tranche to sort of bulk up the treasury, and then it announced a populist budget, which didn't meet any of those conditions, and has kind of engineered this crisis to help it out ahead of the elections.
How much money is involved?
It's a total of $224 million in the IMF loan. But that's going to be made available over a 4-year period. So initially, they got about $50 million for the first tranche of that.
So potentially $50 million might be being misused.
It's not so much misused as the IMF are saying, well, you signed on to this deal, but you didn't meet the conditions. So are you really serious about the deal? Or is it just convenience ahead of the elections? Because it was a sort of contribution to the Treasury, if you like.
Okay, so what are the conditions that were not being met?
Well, there's a whole raft of them. I mean, and they're pretty harsh. The IMF wanted Sierra Leone to cut rice subsidies, fuel subsidies. It wanted to eliminate many so-called discretionary waivers on import taxes, so to push up the prices of imports, essentially, to impose a 20% import tax on imported vehicles worth more than $25,000, which is most vehicles these days. And the government wasn't having that. Certainly the idea of removing subsidies on rice and fuel 3 months ahead of an election is going to be politically explosive. All this has come out because one of our correspondents saw the contents of a confidential dispatch from the U.S. Embassy in Freetown to headquarters in Washington. And this dispatch claimed that relations between the government of Ernest Bai Koroma and the IMF had reached absolute rock bottom.
And the reason for that was that the IMF is saying, we're not giving you any more money.
Yeah, they've suspended the loan to Sierra Leone, and they want to have further negotiations about what conditions the government is prepared to keep to resume funding.
So has this been confirmed with the IMF? Have they told you that they've done that?
The IMF are absolutely stum. They announced that the credit was being suspended, but they're not getting into, as far as their talks with journalists are at least, they're not getting into the reasons for this. Just say they're having an ongoing dialogue with the government, and that's it.
And the government itself, have they said anything?
No, they haven't reacted yesterday. The story came out, and we've had a lot of reaction from civil society in Sierra Leone, but nothing from the government yet. Not a denial or an affirmation so far. I mean, it's a matter of fact that the loan is suspended, but the reasons for it haven't been discussed by the government yet.
And your report says that the EU is also withholding funds. Is that the case?
That's right. The EU has also taken issue with the Koroma government on a number of policy matters, mainly to do with accountability and transparency of the funds coming in from the EU. So it seems that there's quite a lot of Western pressure on the Koroma government ahead of these elections at the moment. Of course, Koroma himself has chosen his own foreign minister, Samu Kamara, as his candidate for the elections. And I suppose the feeling is he wants to put him in the best possible economic position to win those elections. And he's not going to do it if he starts cutting subsidies on vital commodities or putting up taxes ahead of the election.
That's Patrick Smith, editor of Africa Confidential, and we're hoping to hear from the Sierra Leonean government in the next edition of Focus on Africa.
All right. When I don't listen this particular report where we play for you, for make you able to understand as we begin the program, we tell you, say, waiting be make IMF and World Bank, including other people them, no be they approve certain loan them for we na mama salon. So you get to listen and understand how this thing be go. Because it is two sides na the coin. Well, sometimes we as mortal man or leader or whatever usa you dey, you get for make a sacrifice for you people them. Anyhow. You know, most of the time we consider how they tell us say now because people they don't gains, make them vote, caretaker, former caretaker Kuma out, they bring caretaker Bio. But when you watch the steps, some of the steps them, not all, but some of the steps them where at that time caretaker Kuma they do, it be really they try in certain areas where we just need for talk as it be. This particular report, they try for tell you the conditions them. World Bank, IMF, bingi caretaker Kuruma, former, some conditions them where if we don't do, where if we're able to get some approvals of certain couple with for become meeting at that time. But look, when you get a leader we love a people them, yeah, look what he been do. At that time, caretaker Bio, former caretaker Kuruma, if for be S price for certain things them, fuel, rest, and other things them. But if sit down na in corner, he said, this time na crucial time. If I work with them condition, they are just for make this money come meet me people and they suffer, and me as the leader, they get bad name and stand. So what he do at that time? He make sure for subsidize. Yeah? He make sure for do for make we not be feel the pain, but if they feel pain undercover, but if he take and say no, you as a leader, you get for do certain thing, we go make you people them not cry that much. I not say it not be the do bad, but this now one of the area them where it be able for combat will be very, very good for the people of Mama Salon. If we go all out and subsidize, it make the fuel be that kind price where at least we able to afford with no grumble. The rest we able to afford with no grumble. Well, this now in the difference where we try for talk. But this be happen if they run down now 2018 for come face the election.
In fact, 2018.
2018 January. Yeah. So now, caretaker be in a corner. If they fight for this power, then they see what they happen.
So interestingly, Jacob Jusu Safawi na the brain for SLPP. I think that World Bank himself be the book. So he know everything.
See where people are wicked and selfish. So tell me, if you the campaign against somebody, say because of this, the people they don't gains. Yeah? But when you can sit down, you're not able to copy from that person, they half off. What see if they do, when the people know they grumble that much at that time. But you decide for can increase the problem where you meet. Now the country, where you uncle can do. Yeah? For talk, anybody will tell you say at that time not sabi talk, in lie per you.
Okay. So this thing here, I think na be win-win situation. Now, what in that mean? If Ernest Baikroma, former caretaker, been take to IMF the conditionalities then, waiting for me happen. The people for feel the pinch, and once fear begin go up. Remember, the government been subsidized seriously for fear.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So once then things then they go up, every other thing they be difficult for the people then. And if that be the case, the government by then said for be feel the pinch, bit a one. Because the people for really
perfect
go hard them.
Perfect.
But now let me look at how these governments then do operate. So they know all of the conditionalities. They know all of waiting World Bank do, and why World Bank, IMF, and even European Union, why they tap for give couple to the last government. So what happen when they come? Quick one, now they go agree to all of them conditions then they.
For their your selfish interest.
All of them conditions then they. So what happen?
Una listen, oh.
So what happen? We find out say who signed the last government be only get like 46 million, then can get double. So let not be saying I'm in multi the common. Let me listen to Jacob Jusu Safa quick. As in then a parliament, they give them about the foreign revenue where they be able to mobilize. Let me listen to him quick.
Mobilization of external resources. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the impressive economic program and management under the President Villa administration has considerably restored development partners' confidence in Sierra Leone. This is evidenced by the amount of external resources mobilized since 2018. Total resources mobilized from international financial institutions increased from $46.3 million in 2018 to $438.4 million in 2019. Between January and October 2020. Overall, of the total resources mobilized between April 2018 and October 2020 amounting to $865.4 million. Grants accounted for 66.1%. Additional grant resources amount to $543 million were mobilized from bilateral donors. An estimated $100 million was channeled through envelopes. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I'm pleased to report that the effective and robust implementation of these activities will commence 2021. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, government has once again passed. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, government has once again passed the Millennium Challenge Comprehensive Scorecard. In the 2021 scorecard, which assessed performance in 2019 and 2020, Sierra passed 13 indicators off of the level. This is the highest number of indicators Sierra has ever passed on the entry scorecard. The consecutive passing of the scorecard has increased our chances of being considered for the entry compact and to make available substantial financial resources for the implementation of transformational development projects.
Well, we've been telling you say some of them videos they are. You go don't watch them, or if you don't watch them, but you know able to understand waiting even then they talk or waiting then they debate on.
But before you go, Sister Admin just to give you a message. Say we get 22 new family members then. We actually they watch right now on YouTube, but they're not subscribed yet. And as we talk, now we family members them all don't get right now. Don't go to 58340. So in other words, we get 22 they watch right now. So we done this analysis, we expect it for don't go to 362.
Okay.
Yeah, 58362. So please, you are not subscribed yet. Welcome to this channel. This now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Please, not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification. We analyze with your own opinion, but at the same time, we back them up with waiting when they tell we.
Just like waiting, I will try for talk.
You family member then they need try.
On YouTube.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yes.
Of course, they know they try. No, now they treat me bad. Look how I feel weak, self. How they can pass this information, I don't know. Yeah. For make I get 622 where they watch, I only get 231 we don't like the program. The gap. At least I get them for something and they get courage. So they are my family members them on YouTube. I'm not saying I forget. You they enjoy the program. Click the like button for it.
Right. And on Facebook, I get 253 where they watch right now with 169 reactions. Thank you very much, and please increase the likes for we. Thank you. We appreciate. Thanks to the one that as well we don't share. Yeah. And you know we just the watcher for appreciate to now.
So we move. You know, as I say, most of them videos there, somebody go send on your phone. You no go patient for listen the information where they did, and you no go patient for listen and follow waiting the why they try for talk. You know, one thing about this SLPP misdirection government, this particular group, this squad, these thugs, now themselves they come, that they can't hype themselves, and when they hype themselves, and they forget say that they expose themselves as well. Just like waiting their your boss can do. And what their own boss a woman can do. You dey watch JJ Blood now name? JJ Blood, right? Or
yeah, na be in name.
Okay, na be in name. Or na wait in Safa?
Jacob
Jusu.
Safa.
Okay, Safa. Now Safa. Okay, JJ Blood. Okay, I did mistake. Okay.
Okay, call on make you understand.
JJ Blood. You know, you see where it dey hype. It's where they enjoy itself. Na the house, big boy na the house. But he don't know say, he don't can give you figures them na ya, where if he able listen to himself, he realize what he talk, na a big shame to them. Because not of a come and can give them big figures there in the history of farmers alone. Now your government no more don't able claim this kind of leather. You don't claim the leather. Waiting at the implementation. You don't claim the leather. How you use this money, you don't claim the leather. How this money reflects in the life of Sierra Leoneans. Listen, not to me say, because they wonder, when they talk, waiting then they talk, you they come and tell you say, na big fool they talk, na lie with they talk. We and they were, I wouldn't have big fool, I wouldn't have lie, man. The time for former caretaker and Escouma, according to Jusu Safa, he say them be they get in 2018, APC been get 46.3 million. So that
okay,
then
$1 million.
$1 million, right? So let me say then I bobo them.
And I reach 100.
And not reach you. Then I bobo them. So they were not the senior man them.
And then 10 and they where them cut the funding, where IMF, World Bank, and cut funding by the government.
One credit way are they give your family members before they go at this figure. They sabi work for the international community. I move. At that time, Anescoma bin get a support from IMF World Bank when at $46.3 million. But now bobo them, they not sabi for wrong government, they not sabi for lobby.
So in other words, we just say the government of Salon get 46.3 in 2018.
They not sabi for lobby. So now we get
caretaker. Not sabi for lobby. No. Because they fail for agree or accept the condition.
All of that they inside.
Because they don't approve money for them, but because they're not able,
yes.
so then cut
everything down. Yeah, they don't even get it. Now the big boys they don't come inside. They know how for maneuver for getting kind of big money they want they now. So in the same 2018, then come inside, then can get $400 million. Watch the gap. 46.3 million.
So in other words, they get 354
difference.
But
look, the thing where they pay Sierra Leoneans now.
Hold on. Almost then they dance for transform the lives of people and from MCC. Not of 400
million.
Then we don't get approximately
400 million in 2018.
Yes.
So the problem now, when we get as Sierra Leoneans, the time where the government when not reach on the condition where they reach before they get this 400 million, then we get 46.3. But the bag of rice be the almost 200,000. Yeah? Fear the liter
7,500
good
approximately.
Yeah. Good. The money not be better. But now the big boys that don't come, then cost in the same 2018 as them take power show. Now in they get 400 million. 400 million they dance for MCCO. They don't get them. Waiting.
And so now before you continue, MCC money then say then they use them for transform the lives of people. But so if you now like this, now no wait, it's not funny. Yeah? You then are right now. You get 1 million leons in your pocket. Okay? You say, this not a better money. But then you hear it and say, I want to give 1 million to you for do business, for labor, for transform yourself. You begin that say, hey, if I get that 1 million, then I'll be glad. But wait, what do you want? Not to the same money you begin in your pocket. How you not use that for transform life?
You not come for transform life, you come for go in the pocket.
Continue.
So at that time, when we get 46.3, we dey buy a bag of rice for 200,000. Fuel, 7 approximately.
So it be there 200 less, 200 more. In other words, we dey get some rest where they buy them 190.
Of course.
You get 200. You get rest where they buy them 210. So it be there below, a bit below, a bit above.
And the brother at that time, even the cry, it not be reach the level where it is right now.
But since the people be dancing, Tolombo no go sidoya.
Angry boku,
Tolombo no go sidoya.
The suffer boku.
Continue now.
Now the big boys don't get $400 million.
No, when you stress on that word, so it's like na better money.
No,
I think that is not
now
enough.
2018, I count 2019.
Okay.
Now so not also Jesus Safa they give in WhatsApp now.
And if they enjoy. So I don't see you don't begin fall
from the family member.
You don't begin fall from the family member then. I faint by you.
You know, the big boys they can get 400 million. Now senior man them, they know how to put things in place for them money come inside. But waiting the money come for, how will I use them? How it reflects now the country or the people there? Before I jump 2019.
I think that's a good question. I think it reflects now the politicians they face. For example, the time when Maradio been there in the UK, where he get a Mikain Shetwa biget, he get a Mikain Oma Jeep shoe, boot and crepa biget, where then that kind of small babe, that small babe by the slipper, you know, I think in face bin fiba some sorry Arab or Mori, somebody who really Mori, when they can say this now Alamori.
But if you call Arab, they're scared.
No, Alamo, yeah. Then now you don't get 400. So you know see how in Bele begin change all thing. Now you know see all thing begin change like me.
But the 400, I think it changed in Bele. And they can't shock you now. Waiting make the fats don't run down, now the fruits where they work at Benkile, the enjoyment. You know, so where they enjoy pasma. Fats the boku per you. If you don't control yourself.
Continue.
That 400 million people in 2018 as they take power. You know, say they're angry, they shape and quick. They sit down.
They go for free education.
Free education.
Audio,
free education. Audio. Now we jump to
what do you mean? Not talking.
Not talking, you know, reflects.
Not a video.
You know, reflects. Now audio.
No, audio, not a video.
No, audio
Continue.
money.
Continue.
You know, reflects. So now we jump to 2019. Then people there, I say, they sabi work for the international community.
No, I don't know. This why they ask you other day if na luck they get or na cost they get.
Well, I think na cost.
Continue. Tell me figures. No make me at well.
In 20, well, I can't show
No make person get hypertension.
The people that may talk to Shebe PSF because they all enjoy the money. You know, see the fresh pass me.
But you don't be fresh.
The people there. Now, they say, well, okay, we know work fine. The 400 million is small.
And at that time, now they begin pump the international media.
Big time.
They begin go now. Then program them. They be saying the fix and the caretaker. I call this guy.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, he fix and then he go to international conference and they pay people and follow them. Yes, the party fly. Now the money begin can continue. Not
the people them vex. They say no, this 400 million is small. APC will show them say we sabi bring money to the country, but we not sabi develop a country. In 2019, the 400 million it double. It can't twin.
I like this tier. You know, you see this government that they always tell you say they sabi multiplication bad. If you see them begin say 2 times 1 and 2, in other words, waiting now they begin get 1, then they get and 2. Well, if they begin get and 2, then they go now 2 times 2 now 4. If you see
and because now 4, the 400 million it jump, it come down to 800 million in 2019.
2 times 4 and 8. It's on a double. So even this now, the I call it MCC money. It don't double the MCC money when they dance.
No, MCC money. Now they can develop the country.
Anything happen.
It happened.
Anything happen.
You know me, family with a laugh. As I always tell you now, it's stressful, it's painful, it's discouraging. Watch that kind of money. In 2019, who gets this 800 million? Well, now they cry begin all water na mama salon. The sufferness. Now he begin pull crow. Now then 10 and day, we begin see dog the chamgari. For mama bond me. Like you take a bill in government. I see dog the eat gari. Not a joke. Not a joke.
Okay, since you talk about that one day, not far from this, we'll watch this thing quick, yeah? Don't just watch. Let's just show us something. Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye, he said after 20 months in office, talk and do. No one pass me. Oh, take him back. Logo. After 20 months in office, talk and do. President is unable to deliver on his promises. Yeah, this now wait 20 months and then he gets back. Mohamed Kamarimba Nanasi. I can't say this guy me go back against first on Sunday. And he talk and anything you want to do back, and they talk and say anybody who is sitting at Odun say they pull and look at this what he say. He say indeed it seems the new direction is on life supporting. Can you imagine? In 2019
I made a goalkeeper.
You see this guy in 2019 and at the same 2019 we'll get his 800 million. We did talk about soon. Then Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye write all of them things that the economy they in waiting. They say look at rotting and the waiting. The Times say rotting direction and rotting economy. Then you get other one they already cover. Let's see something. And look this. Hey God, he say I am waiting. I am sure when President Bio will wake up from his slumber. Okay, I'm not sure when President Bio. You know that what at the time when you do the first shuffle. Where he begins say the team not play fine. Let's change the team. Like when you start with the change, then they warm them back. Look this other one. It say sick economy, bloated cabinet, rotting direction. This now again the Times, yeah. So basically, this now okay. Look what in teacher Lemplem Naika. It say teacher Lemplem. It say Kwashioko, small scale economy, big belly cabinet. So in other words, the economy where the money all come. The economy the shrink. Then just now then begin for take the new cabinets. They begin divide the ministries then. For Ministry of Environment and this and that, account Ministry of Environment and divider from this and the top begin getting thing. And the Mohamed Kamarimba na get into and this now from 2019. Look what he go again and say. This now what he just the post. Mohamed Kamarimba again. He say over 80 billion missing in government coffers. This now just when they count 2019. So now you don't begin see inside the money they go. The 800, the 400, all inside begin they go. You don't get the joke. It missing. Now you go and say Bio becomes chief procurement officer. So in other words now, Bio not the follow process again. And just they go and do your thing now. I want for do. I mean the name of me get the business. Look at Kamarimba Punches be again. God, say mother be you bang na knockout again. But anyway, remember I first begin beat mother be he beat like small bobo. So this now the talk and come. This time in 2019 when you been just to talk about the kind of money where the government been done to receive.
Well, I think Mohamed Kamarimba Masare be they do them things here all because if we don't see what we self don't see so.
And interesting, Mohamed now first begin tell we say in just in 90 days, he said the kind man who have been sabi.
It don't change.
Who have been known as opposition.
The clone.
Yes.
They
And
don't
now
bring the
this
clone for
president
it.
told me this is soon.
Na clone.
He said this don't fail. He even tell me say don't fail in Ogo non-side.
Of course. You know some of them guys there na brain for Mama Salon.
Because you know when you see how you for sabi how person the work. You know when he get the determination, he get the you know the way how he just think of something, forget something at the end of the day, they get out of the way.
Well, now that some people are able to access something quickly before water the pass Gary. So just like as I tell now, in 2019 when we get 800 million, now insufference begin pull crowd. Now insufference begin pull teeth.
And then
na Mama Salon.
Corona no be show face it too. And
Ah.
that other one, Ukraine and no be show face too. But then they even with all the money where they bluff, say APC be get 46 million, they get 400 and 800. What thing they do now? Then begin give bad name now. APC now ain't done the economy. APC carry the country to austerity.
We meet battered economy.
meet battered economy. But can you imagine? You meet battered economy.
So big and big full English.
In battered economy, you get 46.3 million. And then when you come, you don't get battered again. You can get 400 instant. Then the second time I tell you go 2019, you don't get 800.
Double.
Yes, but what happen? 600 battered the economy. What make you not able for book? In fact, when you meet up some side we don't book, you get enough money, book that one lay back, pay them back fine, let look sweet to people then. Let look sexy as they can say. But, Okay, so now I'll tell you something. We don't hear about the conditionalities. How the last government refused for answer to IMF. So now this government, they actually listen to IMF and other things then. So IMF now, World Bank and other people now then be determine now how the government for run, how price for them and other things then.
Why they not for determination? When are they give the money?
So can look at
then they follow the money?
98.1 we get one and discussion with somebody from the Ministry of Finance. When I listen to the opening of the statement, let me see what World Bank then get what they call CPI, yeah? And price, so I don't even know, but don't listen to 98.1 as them interview this guy. Listen to the starting, it's very key.
Tool will get to not to like now we they manipulate and whatever. This was purely developed by the World Bank and the IMF, and then developed this tool here. So all we need for do, we input the information, and it gives us the results.
So in terms of
let's begin and back, let's take and back. Listen again.
Get to not to like now we they manipulate and whatever. This was purely developed by the World Bank and the IMF, and then developed this tool here. So
you feel say because of audio now we don't doctor no, you can't see the person where they talk, but still don't listen this stats. I think this stats here now you get the weight of what we talk about. Say then get a tool where now in the government for follow and that day and it's by command no for follow. Don't go back.
Get to not to like now we they manipulate and whatever. This was purely developed by the World Bank and the IMF, and then developed this tool here. So all we need for do, we input the information, and it gives us the results.
So in terms of the items, you see them pass 430 items where I can go check them, price them. But among them, one they are a sure safe major one then go di we like na everyday use of people and that one they within at the markets. Waiting at the major one in the way una can take the price of.
So we call them high frequency items. I mean, or high variability items. You know, that was the one and then price and likely able. It can tell for change within a week. So therefore, we can check on them frequently. So like the rice, I mean, the palmine, the pepper. You go to the pepper, they say don't go. You go to the say don't come down. You know, then one of the it can vary frequently. But we look at like, I mean, school fees. We check on like twice in the year. You look at like house rent. You know, they vary over a week.
So for the most major one, them way like people they access every day at the markets we get for do with food stuff them. For the month of April, where we they look at the CPI for na the program this morning. Now waiting the price tell una, waiting una fair not see na the price of them major commodities and the way na like seeing them for it where people in the access. Now waiting una your price issue.
as I say, on the average across the whole country for all goods and services, the inflation they at 9.6. But that 9.6, when you look at some prices, they up.
Well, the CPI basically where this man they talk about, they call them commodity price index. So this now like a framework, now a format where the European Union, World Bank, and other people and they give to the government when I in there for the monitor and make sure say that they within that thing the way World Bank they give to them. So you see now we find out say all of the I call them the subsidies then. The way how they can say the government is subsidized. If you ask government one person today, if you want like they tell you say we subsidized. If you go to the other person, if you don't want like they tell you say we know the subsidized again. It depends on the kind of thing where they want from clear on the air. So they're not even sure what thing they do later, whether they're subsidized or not, because they're not controlled by themselves. They get this remote control where they control them directly. So we just want to understand. But again, my brother, apart from this CPI, we find out say the government for all the kind of money they are so, where then they get. Jacob Jusu Safa again.
Again. Hey, JJ Blood.
Jacob Jusu Safa again. He come and tell me say with all of them kind of money when he don't announce, when he don't talk about people that call the money there for me, but yes, they are too.
2018. They get 400 million.
What?
2019, now twin income 800 million.
With all of this, you get the presidency, we not the deliver. We say basically the presidency not the deliver. I mean say from your office as the chief minister, the president, the vice president, and the first lady, they're not the actually deliver. If you listen to me talk, not to me talk, I'll listen to JJ Blood again.
Take this as a context, the real context of matter of fact. The office of the president, the actual situation of the president, I just tell you what the principle. For the number one principle of the office of the president said, it really leads the political direction of the presidency and by extension of government. You provide the political leadership, and that means everything as a matter of fact. Whatever you do is up to that. But just decide to use that as the compartment of the presidency, and it's actually supported by the vice president and the first lady. The general administration of the presidency and by extension the wider public sector, it's the substitute to the president. So you can decide the head of the administration, not the administration. Of course, it's also supported by the secretary to the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years is the delivery part of the presidency. So when you talk about the chief minister, just use the word delivery. It's not been missing absolutely. It's been done in different ways. It's not been institutionalized. I mean, you have a performance money and other things going on. But what we are trying to do this time now is to ensure.
So you get aside it say what have been missing is the delivery part of the presidency. In other words, when you say the delivery, it means say not the deliver. Remember what Kinti Kabio say? African leaders are notoriously known for not delivery on their promises. So Jacob Jusu Safa say the presidency actually not the deliver. So in other words, what it means say? It means say the presidency, the office of the president, will include the president, the caretaker, the deputy caretaker, the first lady, including in the chief minister. They're not actually the do what they're supposed to do for make the life of people better. If you say the line, listen that side back.
And by extending the wider public sector, it's the substitute to the president. So you can decide the head of the administration, not the administration. Of course, it's also supported by the secretary to the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years? The secretary to the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years is the delivery part of the presidency. So when you talk about the chief minister, just use the word delivery. It's not been missing absolutely. It's been done in different ways. It's not been institutionalized. I mean, you have a
so you see, what's really done the missing now the delivering parts of the presidency. You get a joke? So with all of them money there, then self no say they're not the deliver for the people. Then we move.
We fly. So you tell me. No, you tell me now. You where they argue, you where they cause, you where they can't talk say, no, we had. Then just they talk what don't sabi we had. Them guy they two guys, them big fool. We and they were with that big fool now. Tell me, the way they can argue for.
But I big fool.
The way they can argue for. Starting first from Kiati Kabio, now I'll play a video. Usa it tell you say. Then as a leader, then well known for not delivering or deliver on their promises. Yeah? Because when you talk of African leaders, including it included. and not tap there, JJ Safa, where they control the money, at that time, na be finance. He come and tell you, say, the presidency, not they deliver. So if there are people that they don't come and expose themselves like this, they don't come, you know, I can tell you say, we since them there inside the wire. We swear them there inside the wire. People employ them inside the wire. Ki make them they come out and disgrace themselves. They disgrace themselves. Now confession. So you know now confession is. So if they don't can tell you say they know they deliver. JJ Safa come say the presidency know they deliver. Kiate Kabio come and tell you say them as leader now notorious like man them for disappoint people and know they deliver to their promises they already promise people. So what did they get what argue for? What did they actuate for? You tell me now.
What interestingly, not only don't talk UNDP don't talk
okay.
WFP don't talk so we don't be in Cantona. We don't talk lie. We don't be in Cantona. But anyway, 147 I said the challenge still they on. Yeah, the challenge still they on for UA the watch right now. We get a target for each 100,000 by December. Interestingly, we get one news one for can break to now. This news go. It might interest you. So if it get for interest you at all, we will know by way how you will get for contact sister admin quick one. And let me see how best we can able for go with this particular thing. But now we standing, stay around, not going on side, we can't they GG's no. And not up there, continue my brother if they analyze this no.
No, I just they ask them. Make them tell we now. We and them what they can do this confession publicly. Now who that get the problem? We just sit on at least for make that we bought our sister at that village. It will benefit.
Okay, so for now not go far again. Let it not like for saying that you want for make up something. With all of them things they are so, things are hard, eh?
Very, very hard.
Okay, the deputy speaker of parliament self not be our instead he join the SUS.
For the confession.
It is not to confess. In fact, in experts with the people themselves.
Oh yeah, watch out for yourself.
I have taken a closer look at the agreement, and I think it's good in a considerable respect. But I wish to draw the attention of the minister to a burning issue. Mr. Speaker, I wish to state at this point that it is no secret that the prices of goods in Sierra Leone are becoming uncontrollable. The citizens of this nation are crying. The situation has become pitiful. When you go to the markets, the cost of rice, essential goods, is becoming a burden on our people. Mr. Minister, what is the minister doing?
Even the speaker agrees with the deputy speaker.
I really want to believe he speaks the mind of the entire house. He speaks the mind of all of us on this particular burning issue. The skyrocketing prices of essential commodities, including rice, cement, flour, etc.
You get the exact price of the 50 kg rice, like for example, parboiled rice. What is the cost?
I'd expect say the 50 kg parboiled rice as today inside Fritonia for day in between anything around 350 to 360.
This is not expectation. Let we look at the reality on the ground.
That is what I'm saying.
It's not what you expect. Now what's in there on the ground.
Yeah.
I may not have got the information right now as I tell you, but based on waiting the wholesale price of rices, I'd expect say the rice and price and Friton that parboiled rice one I'm talking about. For the between 350, depending on where you are, to 300.
But you know, say that price is not so in the reality in terms of the cost.
You not get for tell me. I mean,
the price down at 510, 520.
That is not true.
As recent as it can be.
That one they say is not true. I mean, this is exaggeration. That rice, the parboiled rice, one bag rice now 520. That is not true. I mean, easy for maker even direct them. Go right down opposite bus station, and then get their own small retailer. Then
But if person able go yonder, not to pass usauna wale person ba more
Not
is
to
neighbor.
me, not to me, they tell you, say, make you go on a bus station. But I'm just making a reference that if it is there at that price, and when at the end the retail, and you get a couple of other retail outlets, then for tell me, say, rice now 520. That's not true.
That is fact, Mr. Minister. Go na the ground where you left here, go na different shop them and ask.
I would challenge you on that is not true.
Okay.
That rice, a bag of rice, they go at 500.
Okay.
It's not.
It is true.
It depends on also maybe. I mean, if you talk about Parboiled rice, you talk about butter brand rice, you talk about Big Joe. It can never be even up to 400.
Low we look at the prices depends to who you dey at the moment and who you dey buy them from. Let's take example, for instance, we me dey buy a bag now 430,000 leons, for instance, places like Lungi. So going to places far-flung communities, that was 2 weeks back. Mm-hmm. So that's the price we me, for instance, buy. Mm-hmm. Going to the far-flung communities, you can't despise the fact that it no go reach to 500.
By the way, don't make a disclaimer. This not just now. Now, like 1 year ago, where this particular thing, they don't interview this man. Like 1 year ago, approximately. So, not to wait the about 400 in the tower waiting. The man don't even know, in a Minister of Trade, we never even know the price of rent.
Well, the problem, sir, not to him being Minister of Trade, the money. You see this guy, Pierre, no vex, I know I vex.
Talk.
No set blow. Now your
no,
problem.
no,
You like your uncle. Wait.
Talk.
No wonder why your uncle can punch woman in the face. Wait.
Talk.
This man, it's like your uncle and brother. You understand? I go only hand before they sit down. They look at flower like your uncle. You can imagine at that time when they interview a minister. After you don't say you don't know how much for a bag of rice.
In expect for like something.
Let the 3 something.
Then
And this guy follow like Atikabio.
But later
now in the tower, he say a lie. He no be 400,000. I dey buy for. What kind of people like this? What kind of people like this? What for me Swedish change? What kind of people like this?
Oh no, look, continue the interview. I mean.
100,000.
I will tell you, say, all across the country, except if you talk about then other high-end rice like jasmine. But there is no way anybody will sell rice. Now, any partner in this country have up to even 500,000.
But what about the 430?
No, well, 430, depending on, like I also say, it depends on the kind of rice. But honestly, if you are saying that somebody is selling rice at 430, you are buying the wholesale price. More say, even up to last week, the price was around 340,000. When I've been hearing it, they don't come with. I mean, it was all over on social media that wholesale price of rice is at 340,000. You can't tell me even paying transport to whichever part of the country you go. Finally, go sell that as the 340 or 330.
Mr. Minister, even if they say that is not true, we actually that not the ground. You know, things for the fact that we know the produce we own. For the fact that we know the produce we own, and you self just attest now, you say freight they go up. You know, things say people they do business, they do business for loss, and for the fact that we not get a proper, we not get a proper price monitoring mechanism in place. Obviously, people go.
I mean, these are all. I mean, I think say these are outlandish assumptions.
These are just facts. You just state here say the price monitors they not able reach all side. The price, the trade monitors they not able go all side.
It is not. If it is not fact, I don't tell you say we get price control at 2 levels: the wholesale price, and with the insurance, say we also get then community stores the way SLPMC they run across the country. We also get good business people them. We really not gonna go buy rice at a wholesale price of 340 or 335. Go Alec now, Kailon you can go sell and the 430.
So how much for jasmine rice?
So I mean
50 kg.
No, I'm not gonna tell you about jasmine. I mean, more not reduce this thing here to that.
This is about
so Mr. Minister, no, we look at
more not reduce this discussion.
No, we look at.
You go begin to ask me,
no, we look at
this.
Right, but you need for now as a Minister of Trade.
No, but
you for able to tell the public.
This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. We concerned about the products that we most of Sierra Leoneans, 80 to 90% of Sierra Leoneans able consume. So, you know, you can begin ask me how much Toyota, for instance, when it comes to vehicle, how much Toyota they cost, how much Ferrari they cost. I'm telling you about waiting mostly people in the consume. Nobody in the right senses, not left price of rice where they buy, for instance, the butter brand. at maybe 340, 350 for go buy jasmine rice. Except if that you they eat.
But you need for let the people know, because why people they know, they guide people for say if you go here, you mean this price.
This is Monday morning. We just come up from the weekend. By the time I get to my office, I think say I'll get forget the breakdown of prices of the essential commodities. And trust me, as you don't say, I'm going to look, and maybe I'll go for even come back if you allow me for come back on the station. Even if not tomorrow, and actually maybe take me and you go on the street more go check which is really the price of them commodities.
Look at Minister, they run away. So let me allow her to come back. Hey, me uncle Ifambole. I mean Ifambole na disgrace.
Taya.
Hey God.
Taya. You see where Minister did not jam hours. You see when allow me to go.
You see the man must sabi the price where the tower.
Hey God.
He must sabi. Not when begin now. Jacob just suffer one day one thing and they ask her almost $4 right now. And they ask back almost $4. I don't know almost $4 right.
So if misinformation minister himself can't tell you say he don't know the law, we say the people already in damage August 10. The law will tell you say if person not go there for.
So if you don't, this same misinformation minister, if you don't tell me about,
they all a bunch of full.
If you don't tell me about Pademba, I'll say I'll be one person.
Okay.
Then later, we are about 20 almost.
Full munku like them. Munku guys they just can't get opportunity for Shinka people them. Damn too big full munku guys them. I tell you, I say for go land boku book na the thing. But now let's see they are and know how they use them.
Anyway, this is the program we had. We've been telling us say we get something for telling us today. We na thing where we had. Well anyway, I don't know really because I'm not sure say I did part of that plan in there. By the way, I beg talk to that waiting there. We get somebody on the line.
Anyway, somebody there on the line where they can bust the boil for una concerning we had. Hello, sister admin. You welcome na the house.
Good evening. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. How everybody they do? Happy blessed Saturday. I hope you well did well. Hi to you, Sembe PM by boy.
How are you, sister admin?
Okay, thank you for asking.
So,
I'm
sister
good.
admin, you be the whisper now we say una get a surprise for we. Where una no one tell we, but you they can't talk and for make people there. You do we get high interest for it. We say phone me and so like one cheche poli.
No, but before we go to Danny first, you dey talk about surprise. You Congo. So one day we don't see that so they can't talk something. Oh, na old me mouth. Interestingly.
I am not old. What are them choking?
Let tell you that angel not the fit I go do. Some certain people and they're not they take.
Well, I mean only what you talk about kaki no get leather. Na to
start. You know you ba wetin are the thing.
Oh yes, so the family members then on Facebook and YouTube, everybody when they watch we get a very exciting news for now because we decided for hold on for wait until this time for break the news to now because I know say a lot of you guys are you can't wait, right? On all is they don't open now. Everybody want for you it's not this surprise yeah so wait till the cows when a very exciting thing anyway. Yeah, so as we all don't know, we get the challenge where they go on by wearing but there they comes and they appear the channel, but they everything. So we sit down and think and say, wow, okay, this, will not for just full we and full we foot and just let the day go by just like that. So we decide for do a birthday where that for the channel for Bibles and everybody else we could be in July, but this is not for people that wait in a salon unless if you have the money, you have the funds, for take part, then of course you're welcome. And also it's not gonna be in the US, so they throw a big fundraising, a big party, a big huge cookout where they take place July. So we decide for July because it's summertime here, it's summertime in Europe. So we say, you know what? Lots of people that go on vacation and there's schools that don't close. So let me just do in a way to say family members them go think about this proposal, yeah, so, and take the adventure for bring their family kind of Europe, make we all can celebrate this big, wonderful family house here, so. So we did get July 29th. It will be on a Saturday. Like I said, it's not going to be in the U.S. It's not going to be in Sierra Leone. But everybody, you're welcome to come. July the 29th. It will be in Europe. Now Europe will get for celebrate this big 3 birthdays there. Yeah, so we get for happen for this wonderful house here. So, so anybody we're interested, please feel free for contact me number where send me and by and then go drop now YouTube because I use my phone and I'm going able for type and now. So we all will plan this. Of course, we will get Airbnb where you know, if you're interested, reach out to me. Just book your ticket, tell us the date, and then we will get the Airbnb ready for you and your family. So please, guys, we'll give them enough notice so that way we all go prepare ourselves. We get a place to go, summertime with family members there, with picking there, with loved ones there. Everybody, you're welcome. But I'm not going to announce the place here. If you're interested, just hit my number. So I will give you more details. Also, it will happen. Of course, it will be in July the 29th.
I get interest from goat meat, like goat barbecue.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, so for the fundraising, of course, we all know it too. They do not salon for we family members them, for the less privileged people them. So the money we go raise is going back to Sierra Leone. It go back to picking them, mama them, papa them, people that we not get. Now the purpose, that's why we decide for do this. So we have T-shirts, and also we have tickets for the food. Of course, it's all you can eat. From 12 o'clock to whatever time we decide for close the park or the hall. It's on it. Why you eat there, you come, you drink now, tell you know, you can up now or anyone now. But yeah, so the food, would they pay for you know, you buy if you plate or you buy for the whole day, you know, it's just one price. Not so things say, oh, they go share this plate or this and that. No. It's all you can eat and all you can drink, and the kids then will get a place for play, a very safe place and all that. You guys gonna love this. You guys gonna love this. So please, guys, take advantage of this. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your loved ones. Let we all can celebrate this big event here. So what it take place July the 29th. And again, the location, I'm not gonna announce it here, but call my number 301-795-5665. So I will tell you that also it will happen, and we can book the place for now. Once you don't get your ticket, then we can book the Airbnb for people that we want for camp support. We still go support we people in Sierra Leone.
People in plenty they ask who's part. It actually will be the heart of Europe, the center of Europe. So yes, now a very lovely place where we go really love. You know, place down the way like most people around the world they try for go. You know, for go get fun and other things then, because you get a lot of things then.
People are texting me already. People that will get me number, they text me already.
I don't drop the number anyway. I don't drop the number, so you can start waiting. So if you get interest, you know, and want for share the summer with we. You know, and we go try for see how best we can get the entire event live. You know, you want for share the fun with we, you can contact the start admin, let you start for begin make the arrangements. So we want for see how much people that we get from now to the end of the year. For don't know the number where we actually they get, because certain crucial and things and arrangements and they will need for make. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So please now for join we now this particular thing. Me and Bible and the channel.
And the channel, yeah.
So then the best part of the biggest celebration we get for be the 100,000 celebration. And that day we hand over something to Una. We
yes. We get gifts them. You know, you have lots of things. So please bring the children. Bring your family.
Apart from the gifts, we get this big thing where we say self don't hide from una, including you self. When are the biggest thing and the way we go and forgive to una? Because when we dey put on anybody and say all this thing here so, just the old self with the old self. You said they feel like for say no. I know they tell it because I myself out there there's the keeper when I saw the keeper. So we said we get a very big gift. But please, una let me continue, because we really want to see how best we can get to successful. This is our first big program. The first one will be in Europe, and then we just find ways and means how we be able to move to different country then for let we able different country and continent. Yeah, for let we able for the get way how they raise fund because we really want to help a lot of people and back home.
We do. We want for help. Please, this is the only way. We're not going to go thief, not to go do bad for help people them, but with the help we self, we support one another, and then we can go support with people them back home, especially the beginner, especially schools. People not get laid on place. Please, the purpose of this now forgive back to we people them na salon. So guys, please join us. July the 29th is going to be in the heart of Europe.
Okay, so somebody just say we be careful for pauper guys. Tell them say we not the fear pauper guys. Nothing they do it very well.
We are not afraid of pauper guys. Pauper, you guys are welcome. It's going to be security, so don't even come there and think that you're gonna act up or act a fool because you're gonna be kicked out. So Lord, just make it clear here. We're not afraid pauper. This is not for pauper. This is for
when say what you do is wrong. What would you do? Nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. What we do is not wrong. We're doing it for Sierra Leone. We're doing it for fun. We're doing it so we go know ourselves. We just done at this channel with the talk, with the text, we support one another. But we need for together. We need for come together. Let we know ourselves by face. Let we hug ourselves. Let we sit down. Let we talk. So please, Papa, even if we ourselves, if we can't behave with ourselves, you guys are. We invite you now. Now feel free, please, because we need the money. We need for take them back home. Waiting Pauper not do we want for go do. We want to go do some of it na Sierra Leone. So please, Pauper, you guys are welcome also. But just don't come and think that you can get away with some BS and it's not gonna happen that way. You'll be kicked out. Okay, so you know.
We got to update people on that. Let's take you quick to another thing. The issue of this people order, tell me something.
So the issue of we brother, we they get the bladder surgery, we don't get 15 million leons. We target now 25 million to 27 million leons. The surgery is 25 million.
And then are the rough estimate because not get the actual figure yet.
Right. So it's 25 million roughly, but it's about that anyway. 90% sure of that's in a 25 million. But we also want for help with brother where he go back with him well body, he able to go something and go start a life with his family. So we call for more, at least another 15 million leons. So that way we go help with brother. They go for a evaluation on Tuesday. Of course, we get to brother on the platform when our nurse we don't take care of this with brother because they're supposed to go back na Thailand, but they return, we think about and say, okay, transport will be too much and all that back and forth since now in bladder and all that, so let's stay na freedom. So we get this the way introduced until we accommodate and town. So it did it presently, but on Tuesday it go see the doctor. So the doctor go look at the wound and see how far the wound will heal. If he happy, then we go ahead and proceed with surgery. So please, family, we'll not get enough time again. As any time from now, this brother will get in surgery, go get in life back, and go able for PE again in private area. So we need our support. Please, we need another 15 million leos. Please, guys, help save a life, change somebody's life, please.
All right, thank you very, very much for where you don't take your time for update we. But a lot of people say lay a Congosa to them a small bit. I don't know if you want a Congosa.
Congosa like what?
The venue. The program. The venue.
The location?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, why not? Yes, you can tell them because maybe some people already did. I know a lot of people watching that.
Let me see how many people get interest, then we'll contact you for that. Thank you very much.
Yes, let them contact me first, and then let's see what they happen. Yeah.
Yes, when you don't get a number, because obviously when somebody will call you, when I arrange, you get for tell and the venue. We not fear nobody because any idea you get for expose the venue. We not fear. We not do anything wrong. Just that we want to see how many people get interest. You know, that is why we keep the venue for now. But na place where you go love for me.
Yeah. A place where you go love. Yes, please, guys. Please, when I can support you, when I can jam body, when I can eat as much as we can eat, as much as we can drink, and as much as we can party with our loved ones. So, guys, please, when I support you. So I'm gonna come from time to time for me. We just gonna keep the updates. More people them will not be there today. So they will know exactly what's are the plans for July 29th. We're gonna be 2023. So please, you guys are all welcome. By then, inshallah. Power will not be in power. I rest my bye.
All right, thank you, we lovely sister admin for this wonderful information. Well, of course, we people we serve that day will be we happiest day where we the able church body with most of we family members them. This is just sound like we these guys sing famous every season get your own time, every time get your own season. You know, it go nice follow we see, it go nice follow we church body, it go nice. But anyway, we keep on giving out the information as sister admin not bust the boy for now, but because of time, we can't open the phone line. Maybe we'll just take 10 more calls.
Yeah,
for
10.
just
You get for be short.
For just the tradition. We open the phone line and for make una can rob mods on the discussion. 10 calls and a 1 minute because time not in our favor again. As I talk to you now, the phone line open, call and take part.
No make a 130.
Now the program 1 minute 30 seconds. So, okay.
And sharp. As he hit you, nobody.
We can agree and disagree.
No, as sharp, nothing here. I don't talk the 1 second self me. I don't talk.
All right, 1 minute 30 seconds. We go. Hello, caller. Your name and who are you calling from?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, reduce the volume of your set now. Talk quick, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, yes. Good day. How are you? How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Fine.
Yeah, really, of my boy, and we really appreciate you once again. And since I start for watch on this program live and at the listing when I messages that we want to give, like you know, they talk to me as students, and I have learned a lot, especially when it comes to this upper listed government since they came in power in 2018. And now two program we sometimes working for a lot of people like Kadebayo people and they say the cost mamikos, but the cost no matter like the message and importance. Likewise, like when I get back na the medium, so like I can listen na they follow, but like when I watch on live within a computer because not on computer I can use so most time. So like I really appreciate now. But it's a record, it's a history for every Sierra Leoneans. We are in one day, someday. Some of we will go for put them down because like we right now they put something record with this government they do. The private education so far we do a lot, but that's my main message and I appreciate my concern once more. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, my brother. God bless you.
Okay, sir.
Hello, caller. Your name and who's Hello, caller. Please reduce the volume of your set.
Yes, I live and trust him now. Good evening. Now, how do you do? How do you do? Yeah.
You're welcome. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, brother. And because yesterday, mandatory for call because the line it looked choke yesterday. Yeah, we get small issues then I send message save na this line.
Nayana outside.
Nigeria. Abubakar from Nigeria.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but the 1 minute then the is small, but then the for another time I send message.
Just continue 110.
For ya or the for we own talking general na salon or we own problem na ya.
Any information we want give people they listen.
Okay, Ali you interesting. I hope what they happen to win at this country is very disheartening. For me, personally, this thing it don't happen to me and it don't happen to so many people in this country. How on earth like today? So for me, I'm facing these difficulties today as I talk to you.
Right.
We get UNHCR now. Una the refugee would give small people to the refugee they would there. But the difficulties we would be facing in this country, one, some of we will get woman them in the country. One, we born in this country, brother. You get that people for try for attend to you, brother. And it's difficult. It is see the races, it see the thing what then they do you, the difficulties where they face, and that people they get like today so narrating the today. If you see the people they would hold, the people they get the people still then they intimidate them. I swear to God, who side would they go back? You think about we own country back every day, think they hard. Like yesterday, so me na can be a commot. Who the people then they pass yesterday with them going then the women mama see from yesterday we lead on up till now. That mommy no grab they get high blood pressure. We see them bomb then the yesterday. From we lead on yesterday till now while they talk to you so me brother. Only God high blood pressure patient. When we see them bomb the yesterday we lead on because we now the road we did the main road. We go see them bomb then the yesterday and then the very disheartening which they happen in our country.
Right.
And we saw would back peace no day, brothers with you God while they talk to you. So you are not going able to talk all.
Okay.
Brother, while they talk to you.
So the thing what we can
Thank you
tell you
very
no more,
much.
try for stay safe and any outside plenty people and they try for avoid inside and they become a more than Kirid, yeah?
Yeah, actually yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, Shembepe and Paddy.
How they do?
We they do fine and we know they do bad.
Shangbabi.
Sir.
Okay. Today give me long pass. You know, give me today la pass. Thank you very much for the answer, Dave. Happy for this information I get for say I get for go eat the 29th of July. Really happy you don't not get money. And boy everybody say people in the overseas man they go eat me I didn't salon. So I don't know how go do this.
You can buy tickets. You can buy tickets.
Nah, but the ticket then different no. Now ticket for buy and then ticket the way we buy. Who's that for buy?
Bus ticket.
Boss, but now buy wheelbarrow you. I don't know how come that go reach.
I swear.
I'm not able for wait for meet with you at all.
Waiting?
I'm not able for wait to get for meet with you. I want meet with you right now.
Okay, please. It's a police and pay. No fi buy uncle for Bakula, yeah. Please, I know what they beg you for. Yeah, because you are putting right now flop. You don't flop container. Now the container bag don't flop the ship. So please, no fi buy, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now rest my case.
Thank
you. Yeah, now well go.
God bless you.
Okay.
Hello, Kola. Your name and who side you calling from?
Yes. This now the bad thing that they do me now can for Cali complain.
All right.
When I make people and they sleep again. Whose kind of wickedness this?
2 o'clock
in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. Huh?
No sleeping, no nothing.
No, nothing. To God. Right now, sister admin don't come make now. Man don't begin pile for camp.
Hey, I still love you for wait. He said no, I mean tweet.
Man don't begin pile now for camp. Now who's kind of trouble this? Anyway, I'm really happy for this news today. And I hope say me boss, now sabi the boss there now. And the way they control yours. It will be part of them. So we all go come meet the family.
Yes.
Yeah. So I tell you, thank you for this program and let God continue for keep the yard and let continue for the go up They go up. So they are who not subscribe now join the family. This family don't say, oh, they pan now, I can't join we. Yeah. God bless you, man.
God bless you,
Thank
brother,
very
man. Much love.
Yeah.
Hello, caller. Your name and who side they call you from?
I dey call from Freetown. Call from Freetown.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, sir. Concerning about the rest, where that minister be dey talk about, like that dot one is a bit that dot rest. That dot rest right now inside that 420 leons. Maybe before yesterday, I be go buy that OAU 520 leons. Inside Lonely.
That in other words,
so like when they talk
20,000.
20 leons, yes. The new money. Now we like that NI receipt, we they give like they know they put for say like rest 520 leons because like I before don't show like the receipt. But you know they show the in the way by. They know the right. Yeah. So now down the more.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you dey call me from? Hello, caller. It's not weird. Hello.
Yeah. Now good morning.
How are you? How are you? Welcome on the show. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Concern citizen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I tell you plenty thank you. Yeah, I tell you plenty thank you for I get this opportunity today back for make call. Yeah, me na the guy we get Boku dog there. As me and I got it then. They remember the last time we received me call one of the dog when I'm back. I hope you remember that there.
Yeah.
So I thank you for update to you for that business. Me one of the strong family member. Me don't know ambassador for share with this now link here. I believe say anytime one account online when a family member will join now. And I'm not saying that I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3 people then they can join the platform. Yeah, contribution that towards the program today.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Me every day I want to let this program they go online every day.
And we try to level best for let we do
for this person within the village well. Yeah, me don't stand for being on our own ambassador for share the group to every platform, and I will get Boku member then now with Telegram we got 2,500 member. I believe say I talk to them for let them go on YouTube the red button and that's with the shake the bed let them present yeah.
All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. We enjoy the love. Much love. 5 more calls for wrap up the program for today's program.
2. 2 more.
See, maybe also
2 more.
Will you be mistake? I see the nod.
One sleep.
Hello, caller. Your name and who side they call you from?
Hello.
Hi.
Mina Raka, I call from Canada.
All right, you welcome now your usual platform. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
What I only do, I will say what I only do fine.
By God in power.
Yeah, so now for me, they let me call for, So, yeah, I want to know the location, so I will start prepare for my ticket, so I will buy my tickets a little bit early.
Okay, so what we could say, we go one follow you, you copy the contacts na YouTube and Facebook, at the pin and there, so you will able to talk to Sister Adminia.
Okay.
Thank you.
But thank you very much.
Thank you too, my brother. Much love.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Come and take part in the program as we try for wrap up the program for today edition. Well, my brother say left one green called single one.
No, try. No, can give me bad
Single
name.
one because for me I be say left 4 calls.
Yes, 4. Take no more. You can give me bad name right now. That can condemn me like mother. Now you can also
yes. It's Alex say who say talk now because people
so whilst we wait for the last caller for kind side. One for tell plenty. Thank you. Right now we did 58358. I like the number 58358. Other they play and Lotto 5858. Single 3 5858. So now look for the number then. Or if you want to say 5858 3535 single 8. Now so Lotto be the read. So I doubt if they read that again. Anyway, so one for tell plenty. Thank you. Now please go round up now to 36. And I look around now 5836. We still get more people and like 20 people when they watch.
All right.
We still get 20 people when they watch. We're not subscribed yet. Please, when I subscribe to it. Thank you.
All right. I think it don't reach time now for make we shut down for today edition. We just want for continue for tell we family members them plenty thank you. We feel the love, you know. We not really they make we feel one kind way. We not not able to understand because one thing about feeling now spiritual something where you know more way it day into now you they feel them. In as much as you try for explain to person, he ask for understand. But we really appreciate Una. We really love Una and we continue for do. Waiting we promise Una for do as Una self they do Una young work na the corner. I always say the work Una they do a big pass waiting we they do because we know they see them, but Una know it's Una they do, but we own Una can see them, we can talk and go. So plenty thank you to Una. But don't forget say tomorrow, na Sunday. And
now for blow your mind, yeah.
The truth you get for say. And no matter what, the truth you get for say. Try save the future, yeah. The truth you get for say. And no matter what, the truth you get for say. Come blow your mind.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow, 3 p.m. salon time. You program, me program, we all program. Blue Mind. They come from we had a channel. Not forget, not let for come inside because we get very important issues them. We una to now we una they can discuss with me, Babure and Shembe Pierre because Blue Mind now you program. We can just control the system for you and the phone line. But now you talk the good, the bad, and the ugly. Till we meet again tomorrow, 3 p.m. salon time, inside the program Blue Mind. Me by Breaker Blight State. Ta-ta. I love you now. Stay blessed.
We might not hurt you. We really know that one day.
And if we hurt you, we sorry.
Please forgive we.
We no mean better. We just once for make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean better. We just want for make we had go before.
My name is Sierra Leone. If we don't fight on to meet again, it's another beautiful edition. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and salam alaikum. Ramatulai.